Hi Aries, this is your monthly reading for June 2018. So June 2018. So let's see what's in store for Aries for June 2018. Oh. So card that flies out is a Patience card. And I vaguely remember, but I think that might have came out last month as well. It's just a reminder to be patient, to recognize that what you've already planted is going to harvest. It just, things take time. You can't just kind of tap your foot and it's going to appear. Like, you have to kind of wait this out right now. A couple of things happening this month. Major things is Mars is going retrograde near the end of June. So June 26th till August 27th, you are going to find that during that period, which happens every 2 years, Mars retrogrades. It is an optical illusion, but it does energetically affect us here on Earth. And what you're going to notice is that things might be more frustrating. There might be accidents, or you might be accident prone, I should say. Work interruptions, things like that, just delays. And because remember, Mars is that driving force, so it's kind of stalled. It's almost like you're spinning your tires. That's kind of the feeling you will notice. Alright, so let's see for the first of the month what's going on for June for Aries. So we started off with the, have some patience card, and then I do see beginning of June, maybe some of you are thinking about moving, or it could be a trip that you wanted to take is now canceled, or some kind of like block there in terms of travel and or moving. And then I also see the Lover's card in reverse. So some of you are finding it difficult to hear what you want to do from your heart. But I do sense that there's something better waiting for you. The Eight of Pentacles shows up, or in this deck, the Eight of Raphael. So definitely I see that around June 8th, which is getting close to the new moon that comes up on the 13th. So just before the new moon, I see that you are really looking, or really having that sense that, there's something better. There's got to be something better than this. Like, there's a boredom, there's just this inner knowing that there's something better waiting for you. But I do see, again, and that's going, not doing the things you have to do. So clearing out negative people, maybe getting rid of some things. Maybe some of you are getting guidance to use purification herbs like sage, or even lavender is a really good one, rosemary, Palo Santo wood. You're getting these messages that you need to clear energetically and purge and get rid of things, but you're not really doing that. So I feel like once you do that, if you follow that guidance, you will find you see things more clearly. The things around you will become more obvious, like the things that are working for you in your life. Let me just see here. I'm just looking at seeing how it lines up with some energetic stuff. Yeah, so I do feel like that new moon in Gemini that's on June 13th does bring some clarity. you know, I do see a lot of you reclaiming your power, taking back what you may have given away to other people, and becoming a lot more assertive, particularly in your relationships with your partners. Some of you are in relationships with people that talk a lot, or you know, they sweet talk you, or they say they're going to do all of these things and then they just don't follow through. So for you, those of you, this is particularly pertaining to you guys. I see around the 17th of the month, you guys really, you know, recognizing, okay, this person's full of shit, and bye-bye. Okay? So that's a good thing, even if it means letting go of someone. I sense that you're just getting your power back. Like, and it has a lot to do with that shift that happens for you on the new moon. So now going into the end of the month, which is a little heavier, just based on the Mars retrograde on the 26th. The next day we have the full moon in Capricorn, which lines up with Saturn and Sirius. So let's see what happens the last week of June for Aries. The last week of June for Aries. All right, so I do see around the 28th, you know, I see that you are really satisfied with your work or the choice you plan to make. Like I see leading up to that full moon, it gets a little bit rocky where you start to question, you know, what you're doing and why you're not following your heart. But during that full moon, you really sort of come into your own power and realize the resources around you, the power you have. I see you, you know, recognizing what it is you need to do to be fulfilled and be satisfied. For some of you, that might mean going back to school. For others, it might mean, you know, studying more in school to become better at what you are already in. There is an ending that is going to occur, and it's going to be a good ending. It might not feel like that, but it's either going to be a breakup, or maybe it'll be like some of you might be graduating at the end of the month. Something that's been really difficult for a really long time, that's just been kind of causing you a lot of stress in your personal and professional life, is coming to an end, like literally right on the last day of the month, like the 30th of June. It's like, and done. It's just, it's over. So traditional tarot, that's the 10 of Swords. And in that card, traditionally, there is a woman laying on the floor, 10 swords in her back. It's kind of gruesome. In this deck, it's really pretty, little girl, ballerina, and curtsying. But the message is the same: endings and new beginnings for you. So I'm just going to check with the Robin Wood deck to see if there's anything else that I left out for Aries for the month of June. Aries for the month of June. Aries for the month of June. Okay. So some of you, like I said at the beginning of the month, struggling with, you know, your own ego and fear and worry about, you know, are things going to really be happening that you want to happen? Or like the impatience, specifically, you know, is this going to happen? There's a little bit of self-doubt with your own abilities or the things you've invested your time in. You do definitely have to make a choice around that new moon, like around the 12th. You're not going to really know what to choose, but I feel like taking some action step towards something, or even if you think about, you know, if I took this action step, how would it feel? And really like own that, like kind of like pretend you've already made that decision to see if it feels right. And I'm just checking if there's anything else I'm missing. Yeah, clarity after the new moon. Definitely endings at the end of the month. Probably, like I said, around the 29th, 28th, right after that full moon. You're just going to be super clear on what has to go in your life, whether it's a person, whether it's a relationship, whether it's the job that you hate. You're going to have more clarity by the end of June as to which direction to go in. You're not going to have that block that's sort of like lingering around you, that's preventing you from really hearing what your heart and your spirit wants. I definitely see good things for you coming up in the next 3 months. Even though Mars will be retrograding all summer pretty much, right till August 27th, try not to like sign any contracts, buy any vehicles, buy any technological things, and whatever you do, don't get divorced. If you come to that realization that that's what you want to do, kind of just, you know, separate and wait it out and whatever. Because sometimes we make these decisions during these planetary alignments and it's just the energy. It doesn't necessarily mean, you know, go out and get a divorce. I know Aries, you guys like to move quickly, especially when you get a feeling. It's really hard to get you out of that feeling, and that's fine. But like the very first card I pulled, you guys need to just have a little bit of patience this month. You're going to have some challenges, a little bit of a bumpy ride. I definitely see good things for you around the new moon. Do some kind of ceremony, set some intentions. Definitely, I feel like that will help you. So I will see you again here next month for the month of July. Personal readings you can book through this YouTube channel. There, I have my information below. Definitely share this with your friends. This video is good for Aries rising or Aries moon as well, not just Aries sun. So you can cross promote on the other videos. Leave a positive comment if you like this video, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care.